What up, y'all? It's your boy, Lee the Conscious One. Alright, man. P. Diddy private chef have just came out, Jourdan Atkinson, right? She dropped a video saying, hey, man, I didn't show up to court because I'm afraid for my life. They came to her door, asked her to come testify. She said no, she ain't talking to the feds. So they grand jury subpoenaed her, and she still didn't show up to court. Still didn't show up to court because she was afraid of Diddy. Hey, man, it's a lot of stuff to unpack. Let's get to the clip.
As one of the actual minor victims to Sean Combs' physical assault while I was employed by him, as someone who was a witness to the abuse towards Cassandra Ventura Fine during my time of working for Sean Combs, I would just like to say that this is a grave miscarriage of justice. And I would like to also address that last year on March 20th, I was contacted by the federal government. They showed up at my door with badges. I refused to speak to them because I was terrified. So I was served with a grand jury subpoena that day before they left my home in Atlanta, Georgia. I confided in 3 different people about that visit from the feds. Terrified is actually an understatement. By April 11th of 2024, I was being contacted by Sean Combs' initial lawyer, Aaron Dyer. I have a voicemail that he left and text messages stating that Mr. Combs was aware of the visit from the government and that they would like to extend to cover my legal fees. These are facts. This, in my opinion, was witness tampering. I was supposed to testify this year on May 20th. I was in New York. It was announced. It was on CNN that I was supposed to be testifying, and I was pulled because I flipped out on the government. These are also facts. I want to be very clear. As a victim, as a former employee of Sean Combs, I do not feel safe. I am extremely traumatized. I do not know where to go from here. I did submit my own letter to the judge. I stand by everything that I said. I knew that he beat Cassie Ventura Fine in 2009. I know that she was dragged from the vehicle, okay? I know that I saw her 2 days later at the London hotel when me and one of his assistants brought her a bag, okay? This was a miscarriage of justice. And beyond any of this, I don't really have anything more to say. And I really don't know where to go from here. Just know that I am terrified and I am traumatized. And it's honestly, fuck him.
All right, y'all. Y'all see that. Salute to Jourdan Atkinson for having the courage to come out and speak her truth because people were looking for her. Okay, now y'all got the video out the way. Let's break it down. She talked about a lot of things, y'all. They came, like I said, they came and subpoenaed her because she didn't want to talk to them. She did not show up because she still was afraid of going to testify, afraid of Diddy, because she knows how violent he is. She knows how he gets down. She also said, she talked to 3 people about the feds coming to talk to her. And right after that, allegedly Diddy's lawyer contacted her and like, yo, I heard about, the feds come contact you. Hey, let us know. You know, say we can pay for this and this and that. And I'll make sure to put that message right here, okay? And that really spooked her out. So she definitely wasn't showing up now. She wasn't really going to show up before, but after she got contacted by allegedly Diddy's representation, she said she really wasn't going to show up now. So she was risking being prosecuted because she got subpoenaed because she's afraid of Diddy, okay? And then she wrote a letter to the judge, just like Cassie did, and some guy named Nash let him know that she was afraid for her life, like they were. And it was a, what's he called, a miscarriage verdict, that the verdict was not right. And she's like, no, please do not let him out. And she's like the other ones, they want the max, okay? They want the max. If the max is 20, give them 20. That's what's Cassie is letting her know that he's afraid for her life. And the victims is not happy with the verdict. The guy Nash is not happy with the verdict. And Jourdan Atkinson, the Diddy's ex-private chef, is not happy with the verdict. A lot of us is not happy with the verdict because it was so much evidence there. But again, that's not a criminal organization, so they couldn't get him for that. But for state case, I think they can get him. All right. Little Rob just came out and said, hey. Y'all, and said, hey, don't sleep, y'all. It ain't over yet. So remember, Little Rob got his case coming up. But we sticking on this subject right here. She says she's afraid for her life. She does not know where to go from there. And a lot of victims are feeling the same, y'all. Now y'all starting to see why a lot of people didn't come forward, because P. Diddy has a lot of power, and they know about these people. They know about them. They seen it happen. So this is another witness who's seen Cassie get beat. Another one, y'all. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about the private chef coming out. Miss Jourdan Atkinson letting you know, this is why I didn't come testify, because I'm afraid for my life. I know what he's capable of. I see what he did to Cassie. I see what's going on. I've been around long enough to see his temper and stuff like that. I don't want no parts of this. And whenever he gets out, a lot of us is going to be scared. So can you please not let him out? So those letters, so she wrote a letter, those 3 letters that we know about. And like the judge said, hey man, the defense already admitted that he's a violent person. So those letters on top of the defense admitting he's a violent person, his bail got denied. Now, will this play a part in the sentencing? Will he get that 20 plus time served? Will the judge take into account that the victims are still afraid for their life? And that's why a lot of people have not came forward that know the truth. They're afraid for their life. Now, will this play a part in the sentencing? We will have to wait and see. All right. October 3rd was the sentencing date, but Diddy's representation said, no, we need to expedite it. So July 8th, a couple more days. They're going to see if they can speed up the process or get denied, and we'll wait till October 3rd to his sentencing. We'll see if he get the 20 plus time served, or will he get like 5 to 7 years. We'll see if these letters and victim statements like Miss Atkins will sway the judge's decision. With that being said, it's your boy Lee the Conscious One. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know, man. I'll see y'all next video. Bang.